In today's class, we are going to discuss about um, Apex methods and map sets, all these methods. So Apex collection types, and later on how to call methods and thing. So in this class, in the 1 hour class, I want to teach about the three collection types very quickly. If you have any questions, please block me. And the recording video for this also is available currently. You can even use that also. So in this class, I am going to use the developer console a lot. Click on developer console. It generally opens a new tab if I click like this. I'm closing it again and I'm clicking on with by clicking on control tab. Okay. So we'll be discussing about the backend, means controller part now, the classes part. Today's class. First, suppose I want to go to the, I'll show the list collection type. There are three collections: list, set, and map. Okay. I'm opening, clicking on classes. I'm clicking on search for list class. I'm selecting the list class. So this class is generally created for showing the list examples and the list methods. Okay. What is a list? List is an array of any data, primitive type or object or strings, or double or list, anything. Okay. I can create list of list also. Okay. So this is a list class. Okay. And this is the class definition. This is the method, static method, which returns, and static void method, which returns nothing. That is the reason I'm using void method here. If someone is calling list class dot m1, I'm going to execute this complete method. Okay. This is a public class. That is the reason I can call this class. Okay. And from another classes also. Okay. So there is only one method in this list class, list cls. Okay. Do you have any question on this definition of the class and method? Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is, if I want to execute this code, I have to call list class dot m1 open close bracket, and I have to put this semicolon. Okay. So now let's before executing this code, I want to tell what is the use of this class. Here in this class, I am trying to explain each and every list methods: how to add data, how to remove data, how to clear data, how to show the values from the list, how to query, how to get the size, and many things: how to clear, how to sort, how to clone, all this stuff. Okay. First of all, how to create a list. So this is a simple line to create the list. Okay. LST string. So the requirement is, you are trying to create a list with the string names. That is the reason I'm using a list of strings. LST equal to new list of strings. This line is useful to initialize the list. Okay. And adding 5 items to the list. So can I add 1 2 3 without single quotes here? It won't accept, because your list LST will only accept string values. String value should be defined in single quotes. That's what it's defined here, like this. And you are passing all these values. Single quotes 1 2 3 single quote is, it's not a number, it's a string value, because you have defined inside single quotes. If you remove the single quotes, it will become number value. Okay. right? And coming to this, there is a simple method called add to add values to my list. This is initialization of the list, that is LST. This is generally will accept only string values, and it can store n number of string values. And that is the reason I am adding 5 values into this list, so that the 5 values will be stored inside this LST. LST.add, this is the name you have to use here. Dot add is the method, and you are adding the value inside the brackets. Okay, these are the 5 items added to here. And later on, this is the other way. The alternate way to add items to this list is this: you initialize it here, and you parallelly add values also, like 1 2 3 2 3 4 3 4 5. This is one way of adding the items to the list. Here you no need to use add methods 3 times. You are simply adding the 3 items directly in the initializations of the list also. Okay, and later on, I said you system.debug is a standard method to print the values inside single quotes. This is the static text. Okay, this is the dynamic values coming from the backend. So this is the dynamic value coming from the this list dot size. This is the variables inside your collection variable. I mean, this is a collection, and you're getting some value of that with the method. These are the values coming from the apex class, right? So if I want to print some value, that is, I can put my name is inside single quotes. After that, you can put plus contact dot name or user dot name. If you want to print account name, the account name is plus, you can put acc dot name, because acc is something like you have defined some variable for an account. Got it? If you have any issues, please block me. Okay, again. And same way, I am using a lot of system.debug statements. Don't worry about this. These statements are useful only to check the debug logs, to check what my data is there. I'm debugging the code. That's the reason I'm using system.debug method. Okay, these are the values I want to print on the debug log. That is the reason I'm using this. List.size will generally get the list of the size. What is the list of the size after adding 5 items into your list? It's 5. Okay, I can get the values of the list by passing the index. Consider list is like simply like array only. Okay, lst of 0 will generally show you the first item. Lst of 4 will show you the fifth item. Lst of 6 in this case will not return any value. Okay, because there is no lst of 5 also. Lst of 6 also is not available in our system. Okay, in this apex pro in code. Okay, and see, if I want to print the lost element in the list, I know this is L1 2 3. So these are my expected values which I am expecting from my data entry, and this is the value dynamically printing on my system.debug log. This is the static value. See, all these values are expected values of mine. See, what is the first value? I know it's ABC. This is ABC, and this is going to print ABC only from the dynamically. This is the dynamic value on the debug log. Okay, after this system.debug lines, 4 lines, I am adding some more items to this list. That is 4 more items. Now the size will be 9, and the elements of this list, if you want to show all the elements, simply put lst. It automatically prints all the items in the list, that is the 9 values. Later on, finally I am just using remove 6, means it's going to remove the 7th item, that is jkl. Okay, and after removing jkl, I am going to sort lst.sort. See, after removing one item, the total number of values here is 8. Okay, because out of 9 you have removed one value, and I am sorting it with sort method lst.sort. It automatically sort all the values inside that list. Okay, and finally I am creating one more list called new lst. and I'm simply cloning it. What I'm doing is I'm simply adding two values first. Okay, A, B, C and D, E, F. Now new list is having two values, and after that I'm adding new list dot add all LST. There are 8 values in the previous list. I'm adding the 8 values into this new list. Now there will be total 10 values in the new list. Okay, got it? There's one more method, that is clone. Why you use clone? Clone is for cloning the existing list into the new list. New list dot clone, this method. You can give that. Okay, see there is a clone here. See, sorry, the new list equal to lst dot clone. It's cloning the previous list lst and it's cloning into new list. Okay, so and list dot clear, I'm clearing the previous list. And again there are some separate methods for checking is empty, and is empty is for to check whether the list is empty or not. Can you tell me, after clearing the data in the list there won't be any values? Now what is the value of list dot is empty method? It will be true. Is empty will generally return true or false. If there is a values in that you are putting is empty, it's written false. If there is a empty list and you are checking whether it's empty or not, it checks true. Okay, that's the reason I'm getting true or false values. Now how to execute this method? See, you don't need to worry about that. The expected values is here. This is the actual value coming from the system. Okay, same way, this is the expected value, this is the value coming from the system. Okay, so do you have any questions on this list methods? First of all, let's execute this code. I am opening execute anonymous block. In this I am using lst list cls dot m1. See, I automatically get the recommendations like this. So this is the one which I want to execute. Okay, what I will do, I will only execute this line by selecting execute highlighted. If I'm selecting on execute, it automatically runs all these methods. I don't want to do that. I want to execute only the execute highlighted option. So before running this, I want to tell you what is execute anonymous block. If you want to directly call some method or class from the sorry, without initially without calling any page directly from this thing, you can use execute anonymous. Okay, this is really useful for developers to execute some script also. You can write some script which automatically loads all the contacts and change the values. You can write a script. If you click on execute, it automatically does that operation on its own. Okay, because if you query all the values with the for in the query and stored in a list, and you can pass the list of as many records as you want, and you can update the values. That type of scripting also you can write, and you can paste here and you can run it. Execute, it runs automatically and it updates all the data inside your system. Okay, I'm clicking on execute by selecting this execute highlighted, executed. So if I'm going to logs, if I'm clicking on logs, I can see the log that is at 7:26 p.m. exactly now. Select this, open raw log. See, I got the raw log. Okay, means this is log. So this is the log, this is the debug log, came from the execution of list class and the method m1. See, you can see how it's done. See, list class is initialized, it's called, this is what you have called, the m1 method is called. Okay, it's entered into the method, and later on I'm adding 4 items into the list. See, add all this stuff is there. 5 items, you can see the add method. So 10th line, 11th line, 12th line, 13th line, 14th line, 16th line finally. Okay, after that See, the first debug log statement will come here on the 16th line. Size of the element, size of the elements, size of the list, I can say actually size of the list is 5. This is my value, expected value, and this is the value coming from the system. To check it, click on this. See, this is 16th value. See, this is 16th line. Size of the element, size of the list, I can put size of the list 5. This is the expected value. 5 is, it's printing 5. Got it? That's what I'm printing 5, because there are 5 elements in this list. That is the new list created before, means just created in this class in the m1 method. And after that you are want to print all the items in the list. See, a b c d e f g h I elements in the list are, I simply used lst. If you are using simply lst, it automatically prints all the values in that list. Come back to here. See, check this, lst, simply lst. And what is the first element? ABC. To query the first element, you simply need to use lst of 0. I am using that. I am getting the ABC value. This is the first value. LST of 1 is DEF, LST of 2 is GHI, LST of 3 is JKL, LST of 4 is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and last element in the list 1, 2, 3. I know that. That is list of size minus 1. What is list of size? Is 5. What is 5 minus 1? It's 4. 4, list of 4 means lost value, right? Because I cannot give list of 5. List of 5 means there is no value, sixth value. So the last value is list of total size of the list minus 1. That is 1, 2, 3. Okay, and coming down to this, see, after that I added 4 more items, I said to you, and after that size is 9. After that I want to show all the values, 9 values. I'm printing with simply with LST by putting the list name. After that I am using the remove method. The size will be 8. After that, see, okay, these are the values, 8 values, size is this. And after that I am using sort method. See, list dot sort. After that you can see the sorted values. This is the sorted values. See, special symbols will come first, later on numbers, later on alphabetical letters. Okay, after that you try to add some more values to the new list, because I am creating a new list here, line number 33. I am adding 2 items into the list. Okay, now I'm adding add all method. I'm using add all method to add the previous list, 8 values into the new list. So 2 plus 8 equal to 10. Size of the new list is 10. This is LST, this is new LST. Okay, that is the list name. What I'm doing is I'm cloning the value. Okay, I'm cloning. Whenever I'm trying to clone it, okay, what happens? It will clear the previous values, the 10 values, and it will add the new value. Okay, that's what happened. Now the size is 8 only. I have to keep 8 here because actually there are 10 values. When I'm using clone of old list, what happens is it clears all the 10 values and it adds the old list LST values, it copies into the new list. So the size is 8 only. Okay, later on the new list, the old list size is 0 because I have called the clear method. LST.clear it will clear all the values on the old list. Okay, now the size of it is 0. Now when I'm trying to use isEmpty method, okay, on the old list, it's true, right? IsEmpty of 0, isEmpty of old list is 0 obviously, right? And it's true. IsEmpty of new list is true or false because I haven't cleared the new list. What is the isEmpty of new list? False, right? So these are all this. So and after we just done all the code of lines, we had executed completely. Now you know what all the list methods you can use inside your programming. We use list to store the list of values, list of accounts, list of contacts, and anything. It can store any primitive types and even objects also. And finally, I am talking about the governor limits, right? When I was talking about you, okay. So governor limits are this: number of SQL queries 100, number of query rows 50,000, number of SOSL queries 20, DML statements 150, DML rows 1000, 10,000, CPU time 10,000, heap size 6 lakh. Oh, it's more than that, 6 million. Okay, callouts 100. These are all the governor limits of this application. So why we use governor limits? Because many organizations are using the same Salesforce servers, right? If one organization, one company is using a lot of Salesforce resources, what happens? The other people might face some issues, right? Because of bad response times, performance issues, and all this stuff. Because of some other users are using extensively. That is the reason Salesforce have put these governor limits. Who are all using the system will be enforced, will be will be enforced on them the governor limits, and they cannot uselessly use the resources, because this is the very big limits only. I cannot use 100 queries. If I'm using more than that, the performance will come down. That is the reason for increasing the performance and for making, for blocking the users who are using extensively. Okay, these are the governor limits. So why there are two governor limits here? Whenever you are running your apex thing, right, there are two governor limits based on the namespace. Because currently there is a app, the manager app called book 9 with the name prefix. So uh, the number of means uh, the governor limits for executing the book 9 app is this: governor limits for executing the general very basic objects without which are not added to the package are this. Okay, right, in this case we are not using any of this, because that's the reason it's all are zeros. Okay, if I'm using any insert, I in that case, as you can see, the values inside this governor limits. Okay, anyway, now let's go and open the set class, because I will explain the map class after this, because set and list are very similar. That's the reason I'm saying we are going to use set class. It's 99% same. I'm clicking on this. You can see the similar methods here. Set class m1 is the method. These are all the simple methods to add values to the set. Okay, these are standard methods by set methods by Salesforce. You don't need to write some function for this. Set dot add some value. Same way you can have it for list also, and even map also. Map is called put. Okay, so after this there we have some methods also. See, I will explain this and I will directly show the output there. I'm adding 5 items in this list. I'm checking the size of the set is 5 by set dot size. Elements in this set is this. I'm printing all the values. Okay, here there are 5 values which are unique values. Later on, set contains 1201 or not. This is also one other method which I'm missing in the list class. I can even check whether it contains this value or not with the list method also. In the previous scenario, list contains string abc or not. It will return true or false. Yes, it's written true because there is a first value is abc only. And I can also add some more values. There are 4 more values I am adding. Out of these 4 values, there are 2 duplicate values. Can you tell me what are duplicate values here? 1211, 1211, and 1248 and 1248. These two are duplicate values. That is the reason. Now the total values in this set will be 7 only. Out of, instead of 9, There are only 7 values because there are 2 duplicate values you are trying to insert. It won't save that, it won't allow that. Okay, set won't allow that. Set list of set after duplicates 7 only, because set won't accept duplicates. Size is st.size. Okay, and I am removing st.remove 1203. Okay, now this list dot size will be 6 only after removing it. And I can even do some cloning also by putting set new set. This is I'm initializing a new set, and I'm simply saying set dot clone. Okay, this is the similar method. I can clone the values. Add all is used to add the values to the existing set. In this case it's both are same, but what if the new set is also having some values? If there are 3 values in this new set, if I'm adding add all set, now the new values in this new set will be 9 values. 3 plus 6, 9. Add all will generally add items to this list. It won't clear the NUST. Okay, it won't clear the new set. It simply add values. But when you are using clone method, it clears the new set and it adds the values from the st.clone. Okay, and the new set value is 6 in this case because there is no values in the new set. And after that I am using clear st.clear, clearing it. Now I have values in new set. After that I am saying I am using system.debug is empty tag, is empty method. Is empty of whole thing is true. Is empty of new set is having 6 values, it's false, because you see you have cleared the values in st, you haven't cleared values in new st. That is the reason it's false. And after that, now I am creating a new list of integers 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 7 8 1. See, there are duplicate values in this 1 2 1. There are around 6 duplicate values. See, 1 2 is duplicate value, 1 is also duplicate value again, and 5 4 3 is also duplicate value. Total 8, sorry, 5 4 3 4 5 6 duplicate values in this system, in this list. But list won't block you when you are entering duplicate values also. That is the reason it's completely available in this list of around 13 values. 14 values are there. Out of that, 6 values are duplicate. Now the new values will be 8 only. The unique values are 8. Now I want to convert this list into the unique set of list values. How to do that? First, suppose I have a requirement. Hey, you have list of accounts. If my business guy says, hey, can you give me the new list of values? Means if my requirement is looking for new list of unique values, I can do one thing. I can convert this list into set, and after converting into set, I can copy from set to list. Now the new list will be having only the unique values. Simply you need to add the list of values into the set. See, I have created a set called st1. This is I initialized a set, and after that I am adding all the values in the list into the set st1.add all lst. Now what happens? If I am doing system.debug st1.size, it prints the unique values. The value is 8, I think so, from this, because after removing the 6 duplicates out of 14 values, the value is 8. And I am clearing the list lst.clear, removing it. Now I am adding back again the set of unique values to the list. I can do this. I can convert from this to that. The only difference is set only stores unique values. List stores even duplicate values also. List dot add all st1. Currently lst1 is cleared. See, after that I am adding the unique values set. Now the new values in this list is this. It only shows the unique values. lst.size will show only the unique values size. Okay, I want to execute this by simply clicking on this. Click on execute anonymous block and set class dot m1. I will write it again. Set class dot m1, and I'm giving semicolon, and I'm selecting this value, and I'm clicking on execute highlighted. Now you will get one more debug log for the set class. So this is the class you already written in your organization, and you are trying to call this method from the execute anonymous block. Whenever you're calling, this is going to execute line by line. If there's any errors, it shows some error also on this page, status error. Okay, and this is the debug log that is at 742. See, this is 100 and this is red. This is the previous debug log. This is the new debug log which I got just now, and the time also is here. This is coming for the set class. Open raw log. Yeah. Now see, set class dot m1 set class, calling the method, adding 5 items till here, and later on you are checking whether the size of the set is 5 or not. I know just there is 5 list of values, that is 5. There is no duplicate values. After that I am adding, see, I am printing the values. These are all the values I entered, the first 5 values. Later on I am checking whether my set contains 1201 or not. Yes, it's there and it's true. It's returning true. That is contains method. Okay, and later on I'm adding 4 more values. In the 2 are duplicates. I'm checking the values now. Size of set of Size of set after adding duplicate values, it's 7. Actually, it should be 9, but there are 2 duplicate values, it's removed 2. Okay, 7. And I am removing one value. After that, the size is 6. Removing 1203. Later on, I am just checking the. See, I created a new list here. That is new ST. And that set I am adding the old values by using add all method. Now the size of the new set is 6 because I cloned from the old set. I copied all the values from the old set. And later on I cleared the value in the new st.clear, and I'm checking is empty function. It's saying true. Got it. Is empty function on the new set with 6 values is false. I know there is no values in this new set, that is it's showing as false. And later on you can see add all. See, I created a simple list here, and I created a one more set of integers. Okay, I added all the values in one item only. If you see here, see, I am not using any add methods, right? I'm simply calling each and everything I'm defining in a single line, because I can even use add method also by putting one value. In that case I have to add 14 lines here specially for adding these values, but simply I gave in the same line only. Now after adding this I am simply creating a new set also. Where is that? Adding is done. It's added here. See, after adding it, I created a new set also, 28 line. Later on I am add all the values of list to this set. Now it converts all the things into duplicates, means it remove all the duplicates, and I'm checking the size of it. It shows 8. The size of the new set is 8, and I'm converting. See, I'm clearing the list. I'm adding all the new unique set values into the list back by using add all method, and I'm checking the size again, and I got the 8. This value I am coming from the list of size. The same list of size I got around 14 here, which I am not printing here, but if I am printing it shows 14 there. 14 minus 6 equal to 8. There are 6 duplicates. Got it? I am done. So you got to know how to convert the list, means list of duplicate values into the list of unique values by converting into list and copying back again to the list. Sorry, by converting into set and copying back again to the list. Okay, got it. This is a very simple example. It's very close to the list method. Okay, now we are going to explore about the map method. These are the collection tabs which are very useful. Instead of explaining theoretically, I am trying to explain you programmatically by calling each and every method. So now let's click on open and go with the map class. So this is the map class. Again, map class. This is the void method m1. Now for calling this map cls dot m1 bracket close open close bracket and semicolon, it runs this complete method with line by line. So, and this is the map initialization. So you can initialize the maps with string of strings, integer of integer, id of account, If I want to store list of all accounts in my map, I can do one thing. I can store the ID as a key, and I can store the value as account object, complete account object record. Okay, so in this case, what is the key and what is the value? Key is integer, value is string. I can also create a map with string as key and string as value. So see, this is how you have to create a new map, but list array and set is very similar, but they are little different. There is only one type of data inside the list. Okay, but here you are accessing two types of data. One is the key, one is for the value. Okay, and after that, see, here we are using different method for adding values, that is called put. mp.put, you are putting values into the key pair values. So map generally stores key and pair. Key is 1248, value is Charan. Key is 1232, for that value is Anand. So when you want to link your employee ID to your employee name, okay, this is the best way. Employee ID, employee name, employee ID, employee name. This is what I want to show the example. So now there are 5 employees with 5 employee IDs. Okay, employee IDs is the key. When I'm searching for the when I'm typing, when I'm when I query with employee ID, I can get the employee name and details also. That is the map of this map, the use of this map. And there is one way to create the map directly with a single line. See, map integer of string, new mp new map integer of string. Later on in the curly brackets, you can put the key equal to greater than, means this key is linked with this, comma, key linked with this. You are assigning this key to this value, key to this value, like this. Okay, got it? If I want to, this is some simple way. If you know the values, you can simply create the values. You can assign the values to directly to the map like this. Same way for set and list also. Okay, but there is a simple method, that is put also, to add values one by one with the put method, right? And later on, you are using system.debug to check the size of the map, that is mp.size. So again, you can convert the map into list also by two ways. Okay, mp.values will give the list of values, mp.keyset will give the list of key sets. If I want to know all the employee IDs in a list or in a list format, yes, I can get it with mp.keyset. It generally returns the list of keys. mp.values will generally list of the list of only values. Okay, mp.size generally shows the size of items in this. There are again 5 items. If you simply give mp, it generally shows some print of key and values, both the values in the same thing. Key value, key value, key value, it prints 5 times. Okay, and mp dot contains key. So contains method you can also see there, but this is a different thing. Contains key is I am checking whether my key, my 1212 key is there in the system, in the map or not. Okay, it's false because 1212 is not there. See, and I'm checking. If I want to check, these both are similar methods. This is, see, you know about the contents method. What is contents method useful? You can useful in the set and even in the list also. Okay, mp.keyset contains. mp.keyset will return the list, right? So you will return the set. Okay, this set I'm using set.contains. Yes, I know this works. Again, this also will become true because 1211 is true, 1212 is false because it's not there in the key set, in the keys. And Kiran, map.contains key is a method to check the key in this map or not. Contains is a method to check the value inside the set, but map.keyset is a set. Okay, and again, to get the value of any linked value with the key, if you want to query the values from the map, simply pass the key value into the get method. mp.get key value, that is 1255, will return the value of Kiran. See, 1255, the value of Kiran will be printed on the page. Okay, this is the expected value, and the actual value will be printed here, the debug logs. And mp.put, so I'm adding again four more values. Out of these four more values, there are some duplicate values. See, the duplicate values in this are 1 to 55. What happens now? When I'm inserting 1 to 55 second time, it's going to update the 1 to 55 value from Praveen, from Rajesh to Vinay. Got it? It's not going to insert new thing because the key value should be unique always. Okay, map dot put 1 to 55 will automatically, second time when you're inserting the same key value, it automatically update the previous value from Rajesh to Vinay. Got it? And these three values will be inserted. Now the size of this new map is 8 only, not 9, because one is updated and the remaining things are inserted. Consider the map put is like a upset method. Got it? It's like a upset method in database. Okay, and I am removing one more map by simply putting map dot remove 1227. It's 1227 and I'm removing one Praveen. Okay, and later on I am trying to print map after removing 1277. It shows the values, and I can even print the size of this also, that is the 7 size. And here I am not printing the size, but I am printing the complete map. Later on I am cloning the map mp to the new map, a new mp, this simple method. Later on I am checking the size of new mp, that shows the size of 7, that is 7 expected, because see, 8 minus 1 is 7, the same thing I am cloning it, that's the reason it's 7. And later on mp dot clear, what happens there, I am going to clear the old map completely. Now there is no values in mp. Now mp dot is empty equal to true, new mp dot is empty is false, new map have some values, that is the reason it's showing as false. It returns only true when you have no values in the map mp. Okay, expected, actual, coming from the system. And finally, if you want to parse the values, print the values, for suppose my requirement is to print all the employee values and even keys also, ids and values, this is the best way. For integer I colon new map dot key set, because new map have some values, same values, and I'm trying to print the values. See, this for loop will generally parse the integer. There are 7 integers, right? 7 key values. 7 key values will be parsed. This for loop will parse 7 times. 7 times I am going to print the system.debug with the value, the key value I, and even 7 times I am going to show the value. The get method, 7 times I am going to use this get method by passing the key value, and this method will automatically print the value. So id name you print 7 times, means 7 values will print automatically in the system. Same thing if I want to print the values, for string s colon new map dot values, new map dot values is a list, right? It returns the list of values, and I am parsing that values. There are some values. In this case I am passing only the values. Here I am parsing, here I am printing keys and values, here I am printing only values, because I cannot get the keys from the values. I can only get values from keys. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's run this method. File, sorry, open execute anonymous block, mp.class.m1. That's the reason I'm selecting this, clicking on execute highlighted. Oh my god, I will get one more debug log, that is 100 time at 756. Select this, open raw log. Okay, and mp.class m1 is the thing I called. See, I'm putting the 5 values, created the map, putting 5 values here. Later on I'm checking the size dot mp dot size, it's 5, I know that. Later on I'm printing the value. If you are simply using mp in the system.debug log in the printing thing, it shows this thing like this, key equal to value, key equal to value, key 5 values, it's printing all the values in the map. Got it? If I want to print the list of keys, mp.keyset, see, only keys I'm printing. mp.values, only values I'm printing. Okay, this is the list, this is a set. Okay, because it has only unique values. And contains key. See, 1212 is not there in the system. Check this. 1212 is there? No. That's the reason it's false. Contains key will return false. Contains key in the next way. So mp dot key set is a set dot contains 1211. True. Okay. And later on, a value of 1255. See, 1255 is this. Kiran, you have to query via keys only. You cannot query via order also in these maps. Okay, and later on you are putting four more values out of it. One is duplicate value, that is first value. That is the reason I am going to update from Rajesh to I think 12. I'm updating 1255. No, yeah, I'm updating Rajesh value. Some value I'm updating. So when I'm inserting the duplicate key, I'm going to update the value. Okay, with the new value Vinay. Okay, that is here, and the values after inserting four items, 5 plus 4 equal to 9, but there is a duplicate value. That's the reason it's only 8. After that, I am removing one value. Now the values are 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 values. Okay, and I'm using the clone method. First of all, I'm cloning into the new map. After that, I'm clearing the old map. See, I'm getting the size of the new map is 7. Okay, the map I'm clearing it. The old map I'm clearing it. I'm checking whether it's empty or not. It's saying true. The new map is empty or not, it's saying false. Later on, I'm coming back to the key set. mp.keyset, I'm just calling the for loop and I'm trying to print the values. See, has next means it's iteration for loop. Okay, now the key is, what is this? It's a system.debug inside the for loop. See, the key is key and value. See, 1255 value, 1211 value Mahi, 1232 value Anand, 1234 value Ravi. Key appropriate value, the linked value to that. Then there are 7 values, 4, 5, 6, 7 values, right? See, it's done. Next on, I am trying to print the only values. I am parsing new map dot values will generally return the list of strings. That strings I am going to parse with the for loop with only names. The value is Vinay, Mahi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's it. That's my map class. I'm done with that. Okay, this is again governor limits. Currently I'm not using any governor limits of this. Okay, guys, do you have any questions for today?
Venkat?
Yeah.
Venkat?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes.
Can the values be duplicate?
Can the values be, yes, duplicate? Yes, we can duplicate values. We cannot duplicate key.
Like there was Praveen 2 times, right?
Yeah, I can show the things. Let's come back here.
Okay, that's all.
There's no issue on values. You can have 3 or 4 times also. That is the reason you have values here. Praveen is there 2 times, right? What happened is I removed one Praveen here. See, mp.remove 1227. That is removed here. That is the reason I'm not seeing the Praveen in this line when I'm printing this map. Got it? I removed it.
That will be same as that.
Exactly.
Okay.
I can have duplicate values in the map, but not duplicate keys. If I'm entering the duplicate key, it updates the value with the new value. See, that's what happened here. 1255 is there. I'm replacing Kiran with Vinay. Now I don't be having Kiran at this line. See. Mm,
Okay.
there is no Kiran here. See, Vinay is there. 1255 is Vinay. See here 1255 is Kiran, but here it's Vinay. Because I am trying to enter the new value with the same ID, it's updated. If I remove the remove statement here, it shows two Praveen values. I can do that by uncommenting by commenting this remove line. Okay, this is the called comment in say in Apex. Comments in VF page is different. Okay, comment in VF page is like this. Okay, um, comment. This is the comment in VF pages. The comment in Apex is like this. You can put these symbols. Okay, I'm removing it. Now I'm saving it and I'm trying to execute again. Execute. Execute last means the code what you have executed lastly it executes again. See, this is the thing. Open raw log. Now Kiran write. Okay, that's not the thing. See, here is two Pravins. 1227 1231 Praveen. Yeah, why we use this list methods? For parsing the data, for searching the data, all these things. When you try to copy the things into some list of values, I want to search the list. These collections are really important when you are managing, when you are trying to do when you are trying to load data, multiple objects data, multiple records of data into the system. Okay, it depends according to your requirement. If you want to uh, assign the unique values with key and pair, you use map. Otherwise you can generally use list. Most times when we generally use list to show the values on the page.
Venkat,
Yeah,
yeah, which among these will hold multiple data types, Venkat?
multiple data types. No, nothing will hold multiple data types. List will generally hold list of x values, means string or integer or object, like this. Okay, so
Mhm.
when I'm saying object, see, object will have as many data as like integer, strings, pick list values, phone numbers, lot of things. So what happens, each item in this list is having this that much big information. I can do one thing, I can store list of maps also. If there are 40 maps with me, I can store all these things in one list also. But the main data type which I'm storing in this list should be the same.
Mhm.
Even though coming to the map, for suppose I can generally most times, right, the new map in the triggers variable new map, right, it contains the key value is ID of the record, and the value is the record information, complete account name, account ID, account ID, account phone number, account billing address, and everything will be available in the value information of that object.
Mhm.
So the actual type what you're using should be the unique one. If you want to use multiple data, for suppose account is having multiple data, then in this case you can create list of accounts. I can in that list I can have as much information as you can, all the account object data.
Now, suppose if a field on an account, on a suppose object has multiple, I mean, if it has multiple values like integer strings, if we can store that way, which method is the best to store that values?
Which method? See, means for
Like
suppose I can do one thing. So if you created a list of accounts, in that list of account I cannot store list of contact. I cannot store contact in this list of account. I cannot store a string value into the list of integer. But I can do one thing. The requirement you are asking is you want to store a string, means combination of value. If you want to do the combination of values, yes, you can do that. You can create some wrapper class. Even account objects also will having a lot of combination of different types. Okay, but
Yeah.
it's, and I can store all these values in one list item, list of zero. If I'm creating a list of account equal to new list of account, in this list I can create account. I can show, I can add accounts to this and store in that info in this list. So if there are 40 accounts, I can store 40 accounts into this. Each and every record will be having all the data of that account object information. I can show like lst dot name, sorry, lst of 0 dot name will print the first account name. Lst of 0 dot phone will print the first account phone number. Yeah, but when you define list of integers, you can store only integers only. You cannot store any collection type will only accept that particular value only. Coming down to set also the same way. Map also, whatever you define, you have to pass the same thing. But as I said, I'm not asking you only to store integers and string values. You can also store object information. Object contains various types of data in a single record.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions? Just any questions, please? Yeah, that's it for today, guys. I have another call at 8:15. Okay. Uh, this is the major important list collection types we use. Every requirement we have to use these methods. Okay. Um, Unlike very basic static pages, the remaining things when you're using Apex, you have to use this for data parsing, for data loading. Okay. In triggers, you use a lot. In triggers also use a lot of this collection types. You can try these examples, all these methods available here by accessing by logging into this edition, and you can explore that. And I want to send out an email. I'm forgetting to do that. I will do that with.
Venkat,
Yeah. Yes.
can list and set have like map? It has both integer and strings, right? Can list and set have the same?
Have the same. Can
I
you
mean,
repeat again?
two different types of data types.
Yeah.
Like, can list have two
No, no, I
types of
can't.
data
No, you can't have that.
at a time?
No, we can't. We can't. We can't do that because map is having two values. One is key and one is value. Key and value. That's the reason I'm accepting two values in the map. But you cannot do it in the list and set in the same way. List only accept only one value. It can have listed. I can first of all, if there are four sets with me, I can add the four sets. Again, I have to store only the same type of sets into the list. If there is a list of integers, okay. For suppose I have a requirement, so you guys will be having marks. So if there are 10 students with me, each students will be having marks, okay. So I'm storing all their marks in the set. So I'm storing all their marks in a list, okay. So each person will be having one list, okay. Akshay list, Faizan list, Karthik list, Nikhil list, Ravi list. These are all the list names, okay. And I am creating one more list. So this list definition I have to give like list of integers. I have to define like this, and I can this list can store the list of integers, not integers. It can store the list of integers. This is called nested lists. Okay, I'll show this example. How to define that list is I can write technically means see for suppose this is the list of integers. Okay, this is the list. So there are L1, L2. There are multiple list items. I'm leaving it off like this. Later on, I want to create a new list to store this list. Okay, list of list. I'm simply giving the name. Don't worry about this name. I can create like this. Means now for this list of list dot add, I can give lst1. See, I'm accepting this values, right? All the list of integers, this, and some, if you have many more, I can add this list of integers to this list, to this list of list. See, list of list dot add lst1. Same thing I will copy, and I will add lst2. There's no issue here. If you can save this, it won't show any error. See, it saves properly. Saved. If it is have any issues, it shows simply any red color symbol on this page only, and even it won't show, it shows only star symbol also. It won't show save message. All the pages with star symbol is not saved. Oh, this is not saved. Okay, I want to save this. If I am saving this, it shows it's saved now. Okay, got it. Yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah, so let's meet in tomorrow's class. What I want to do is I am going to share some more example videos to the which I have taught in other classes, that are examples which I don't want to teach again, but I want to explore some more new coding examples for you guys. If I got that, I'll show that to you. Okay. Anyway, you guys can check into the channel whenever you have time in the daytime. You guys can check the new Apex videos also. I have added that videos also. You can even check it now also. You can do that. The last 6 or 7 videos are new Apex videos only. Okay. I'll meet you guys again in tomorrow's class. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Cool. Bye. And one more thing, I want to talk about the resume preparation. So I'm going to send the email to you all. So Nikhil is already started working on that, and he already finished his resume preparation. Other guys, you can also start working on that. I will send the template to you all. So yeah, prepare your resume. Start preparing now. Format it properly. Okay. You have to put the client name, city name, and state name. After client name, put comma, space, city name, comma, state name, where you worked on the time frame, from when to when you worked on, and uh, and again you have to write some simple description about your customer, what's the customer do, and a simple tool and you have to write about your customer from wiki page or any from their about us page. And later on you can simply add we are implementing sales cloud or service cloud, or we are implementing some custom application for them. It depends on their application and business what you are dealing with. Okay, if you are working on with some AT&T customer, you can say, hey, we are enhancing the service cloud application. Don't say that I am implement I am we are building the basic sales CRM application, because AT&T is a very big customer which is already developed their CRM long back. You have to say we are enhancing the existing CRM application with uh, new requirements, and we are enhancing the CRM app and service app with the new requirements. Like this, you can mention in that last line of your description. It says that you are working on that